Hello, my name is Skyler Gregory, and I'm a TW occupational therapy student. This is my Capstone program, and this is Module 2. We're going to be talking about tools for sensory regulation. The module objectives are identify different sensory tools in sensory kits, understand how each tool can support focus, calm, and self-regulation, and learn when and how to use these tools effectively. What are sensory tools? They're objects or devices that are designed to help individuals regulate their sensory input, improve focus, and manage stress or overstimulation. Typically, these tools are targeted for neurodivergent individuals with ADHD or ASD. They provide specific sensory experiences such as tactile, auditory, proprioceptive, or vestibular input that can help support self-regulation. And then all of the sensory tools abilities can include tactile, auditory, proprioceptive, vestibular, or visual. Exploring sensory tools. The first one we're going to talk about is fidgets. This is the most common I think people have heard of, like fidget spinners. Those are really popular a few years ago, but they keep hands busy and minds focused. Some examples are stress balls, fidget spinners, textured tangles, or putty. The purpose is to provide a tactile and proprioceptive input that supports attention and reduces restlessness. This is especially best for in the classroom setting or a study setting. Those who need to channel excess energy or improve focus. A little tip is to squeeze a stress ball while reading or taking notes with the textured pen. The small movements can help your brain concentrate. The next sensory tool we're going to be talking about is noise-canceling headphones to block out the chaos. It reduces auditory stimulation and filters out background noise. Students that are sensitive to sound, such as those who are sensation avoiding, which was covered in the last module, they might benefit from using noise-canceling headphones in busy places like libraries, classrooms, or dorms. The next one is weighted items to feel calm, such as a weighted lap pad, compression vest, weighted stuffed animals, or even a weighted blanket, depending on if you study at home. The purpose provides deep pressure input to reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. It's best for those who experience restlessness, stress, or have difficulty with body awareness. Deep pressure can activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you feel grounded and calm. How and when to use sensory tools. First, you need to match the tool to your needs. So if your need is to focus, maybe try using a fidget to stay engaged during lectures. If your need is to stay calm, then try using a weighted lap pad or those noise-canceling headphones if you're in an overstimulating environment, such as a busy lecture hall, library, or classroom. And then for stress relief, try squeezing a stress ball or using deep pressure tools before an exam to help regulate your nervous system. Some guidelines for effective use. Use them as supports, not distractions. Especially the fidgets, they can be very distracting if you're not using them correctly. And then experiment with different tools to find what works best for you. There's a lot of affordable options on Amazon if you want to find just a small fidget or a weighted stuffed animal to test out. And then combine the tools with self-regulation strategies such as breathing exercises and movement breaks. Some situation and recommended tool scenarios are if you're overwhelmed in a noisy study space, try the noise-canceling headphones. If you feel restless during lectures, try a fidget tool. It can be discreet. One that I have is this ring, and I just kind of fidget with it whenever I'm feeling restless. The next one is trouble staying seated. You can use a weighted lap pad. This is very portable and nice if you want to use it in a classroom setting, kind of under your laptop or something. The next one is feeling anxious before an exam. Use a weighted item or a stress ball. And then the closing reflection and questions. What tools do you think would work best for you? And then how do you think you can incorporate those tools into your academic routine? And then a little reminder, sensory regulation is personal. What works for one person may not work for another. You have to experiment for yourself to adjust and create a strategy that supports your needs. Thank you for participating. Thank you. And then these are my references.